We need to fact check that.
How much has Gyokeres has got? 5. Also, this non-penalty.
Yeah, non-penalties don't matter, bro. That doesn't matter how you score.
Forget this. You're this wrong when you do that. When you say non-penalty goals, goal is a goal, right? It's because if you miss those penalties, if he missed that penalty the other day, we don't win the game. And I've seen players miss penalties. Yeah, players miss penalties. Stop this non-penalty thing.
But we're holding him to such a high regard, and I just feel like this guy costs a lot of money.
Bro, you know what? If he scores 30 penalties this season, right, and we win the league, I'm happy. Right?
Yeah,
it's a goal. It's a goal. Stop this.
I'm at the point now where I'm with Jack, where I'm not. I'm still not Chris's, but I don't think he's the guy. I don't. I think he's had enough games now to get up his fitness, Rob. That he's played against Brighton, Everton, and Wolves, and hasn't looked like scoring goals. We actually looked a lot better when he came off yesterday. He did. We looked better when Jesus come on. We're not going to get the goals but I felt we looked a little bit more free. Like, I don't know. I felt we just looked a lot better when Jesus come on. That's a worry for me. It's a worry for me. Like his chance in the first couple of minutes, Rob. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry if Bent had done that or Shamak done that, we'd be going mad. We just something like, that's a great ball. You should finish that. I'm sorry, like
listen. I'm with you, Lee. Right? He's not impressed. He is not impressed. I'm not trying to spread an illusion. Right? He's not impressed. But the way we at Arsenal just sell out a player after 19 games, he's done. Get him out. He's no good. Thing. Right? It's not every player that comes in and hits the ground running. All right. If you're saying maybe it's time to bench him for a bit, start someone else, whatever. Okay, but the way we just get rid of he's rubbish, get him out, and then we're comparing him to other players that ain't really done well themselves. Watkins hadn't done nothing really this season up until yesterday. So far, not good enough. I get it. So far, maybe.
Rob, we're not.
No, there's a lot of fans. There's a lot of fans, Lee, that almost like saying he's crap. Get him, he's just don't play him. He's rubbish.
No, I don't think he's rubbish. You know what I mean? What we're saying. Listen, in his defence,
you just said he's not the guy.
I don't think he's at this moment in time.
At this moment in time, you didn't say in this moment in time. You just said he's not the guy.
I apologise. I didn't say this moment.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I'm hearing a lot of this stuff.
I'm saying. Look, I'm trying to stick up for him in a way. If Gyokeres, like. For instance, Haaland put in a performance yesterday. If Gyokeres puts in that performance, right, everybody be going mad on him. Like, you know what I mean? He was shocking.
Can't compare him to Haaland.
But at the end of the day, he's got credit in the bank because he scored loads of goals. So he gets away with it, like, And listen, I watched Mourinho's performance yesterday. If you're telling me that he's a midfield player, I'm not having it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think he was great in there yesterday. Like, when he plays up top, he's better. But when you're going for a title, Rob, and you've brought in this guy, he has got to look like scoring. I don't, I wouldn't be too. If he has, you're right what you're saying there, Jack. If he has that movement and misses that chance against Martinelli, I would turn around and go, at least he's getting there. At least he's looking like he's going to score. I don't see him.
Well, hold on a minute. No, but for the first chance, right? The first chance that he should have scored. Don't get me wrong. He made that goal. The ball's come up to him. He's used his strength and everything to muscle away from the player and that, right? So he has created the chance, but then it was a tame. I think it was a tame thing, which is exactly what you just said about Martinelli. He thought he had a good
Watkins,
game.
Same amount of goals as Gyokeres, by the way, Rob. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. All right. Same amount.
I see Curtis check it as well because he went quiet. So
I was checking it.
He's trying to divert the Gyokeres thing. Me and you, Jack, we stick together here.
No. Again.
Let me just say one thing on Gyokeres before you change.
Before you come there, Curtis, yeah? Again, that goes to my example. You're there saying, they got Watkins, blah, 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 right? And it's the same amount of goals as Gyokeres, who just come, by the way.
No, I'm saying Watkins has come back, but yeah, Curtis, speak.
No, listen. Do you know what I noticed with Jack here? He just throws the grenade out there and then backs off and just lets everyone start squabbling, No, listen, I'll be honest, man, because I've said it before. We were all there in Singapore, when we signed him. He hasn't lived up to the expectation and excitement. And the thing I've been disappointed with has been not necessarily the lack of goals. It's the all-round game. Like, I always think as a striker, if you're not scoring, make sure your hold-up play is good. Make sure your first touch is right, your movement. Do all the right things and you hope that the goals are going to come. And at the moment, he looks shot to pieces in terms of confidence to me, to be honest. I think there's a little issue with him and Saka. I honestly do. I don't know how you felt yesterday, but I feel like Saka doesn't look for him. You know, there was a couple of times. Yeah, there was a couple of times, man, I see shaking his head like, come on, man, give me the ball there. I think we have to be careful when we start writing off a player this early. I mean, if you look at Havertz's first season, he got 7 Premier League goals and people were still singing his name the following season. You know, Arteta's on the pitch pointing at him. You know, as bad as Gyokeres has been and not at his best, he's still got 5 league goals already. You know, he should at least hit double figures, which ain't what we expected. We were hoping for 20-odd goals and a title challenge. But I always say to fans who are sort of saying, oh, Gyokeres ain't the answer, I say, well, what's the alternative then? You want to go back to a Havertz who's had a hamstring operation and a knee operation, who wasn't good enough to win us the league before? Or you want Gabriel Jesus, who's had 2 or 3 major knee surgeries? So I honestly think Arteta's got to find a way to make him work. I honestly do. I think Jesus, to me, is not going to win Arsenal Premier League up front. Kai Havertz ain't going to win Arsenal Premier League up front. They've tried. It hasn't worked. So I think we've always said with Arteta, his kryptonite is strikers. You know, Oba was a golden boot winner till he turned up. Lacazette was player of the season the year before he turned up. He's got to find a way that a number 9 gets more service. And I think our wingers over the last few years have been used to being selfish. They had to be. Saka's got to try and be the match winner all the time for us. I think these guys have got to adapt slightly. But I do agree with you, Jack. We can't babysit him. You know, he's not a 21-year-old that is learning the game. Like, you're nearly 28 years of age. He's definitely got to do more. And I think if we're sitting there at the end of the season and he hasn't worked, I do think you go and buy another striker. I think that's how big clubs got to operate. I think you got to go, okay, 65 million. It's not a huge amount of money in the. I mean, Isak cost 125 million, and he hasn't been a success, and he's injured now for 3 months. So he's got to prove himself. But I think he's playing his way out of the team. I don't think he's going to be starting for much longer if he keeps playing like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just basically, I'm just not a fan, mainly because of the fact that I think even Robbie said it, is that Mikel Merino has never played a striker in his career last season. I was seeing more from Mikel Merino last season than I've seen from Gyokeres so far. I was seeing more from Eddie Nketiah, who no one thought was the answer. He was
come on. No, man. Come on,
I'll stand
Jack,
on it.
man.
I'll stand on business.
That's
I'll stand
bro.
on it.
Come on,
Man United, goals against Man United, important title-winning goal, title-chasing goals against Man United. He was scoring. He had more goals than Gyokeres. Who is going to score more?
Man, that's crazy.
Who's going to score more this year? Gyokeres this season or Nketiah in his run? Generally, who do you think?
What, Palace?
Mate, how many goals Nketiah got this year? About 2?
No, this year. I don't know about Palace. Obviously. I'm saying Nketiah is not the. Obviously, I'm saying Nketiah was not the answer. I'm saying, but when Nketiah was playing up front in that period, he was scoring goals against Manchester United. We all were there. Nketiah in the room. Remember, we're all singing Nketiah's in the room.
Yeah, but how many
went through a period.
Come on, man.
How many did he score? Probably more than 5. Probably more than 5.
Doing that all the time, whatever it is. Who's doing that?
Yeah. Well, remember all this?
Yeah, I remember you.
I'm not
doing
doing it all the time, man. I'm telling you. He ran out of credit on his phone.
I saw that more than I've seen this. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, he's gone. I think he was in the 12 pubs this morning, mate. I'm telling you, he's scheming.
Mate, Nketiah did it for me more than Gyokeres. That's all I'm going to say. That's all. I'll stand on it.
Robbie, you need to give him a written warning for this, mate. He's gone crazy.
He's gone crazy, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what this guy's talking about, man. Eddie Nketiah. Listen,
well, he's scoring more than Gyokeres. He was at Arsenal. He was scoring more.
No, he weren't.
Fact check me. Man. Do you not think you saw this more than this?
What
you
over
all remember
Nketiah
in the room? All this. I'm not saying he was the answer. I don't want Nketiah. He deserves to be at Palace. That's probably his level. But I'm saying at the time, Eddie Nketiah was playing up front for Arsenal. He was scoring more than Gyokeres is.
You weren't. What, in the League Cup?
He was.
No, he weren't.
He was.
Not in the Premier League. He weren't. He
scored 2 against Man United one time.
Carly,
one time. When was that?
I don't know.
What's Gyokeres got? 5.
He definitely got 2 against Chelsea. You know.
Yeah. And the one against United. That's 3.
His best season, 5, I think. 23, 24, 5 goals.
Yeah, in a whole season.
Gyokeres.
Gyokeres got 5 already, bro.
Yeah, he's got out already, Jack. We're not even out of the year yet.
But Nketiah weren't on pens. Nketiah weren't on pens. Nketiah weren't on pens. That's what I'm going to say.
Cracker's on pens, though.
Let's minus away. Let's minus away penalties from every striker. Let's take Mbappe. We're going to take your penalties away, so you've got half the goals you've got this season.
And it's still up 30.
About? Right, what are you talking about? Let's take away every striker's who scores penalties. Harry Kane, throughout your career, all your penalties are gone. Alan Shearer, your penalties don't count. Come on, you're a striker, right? Goals are goals are goals.
I was supporting. I was doing this. We all Lee's doing trailers, running around corners, doing mass celebrations, and I've got him on the back of my shirt. I have Gyokeres on my shirt. I wanted him to succeed.
You're taking the name off now.
We bought him to win us the league.
Nketiah on the shirt now. He's got Eddie Nketiah on there.
We bought him to win the league. Eddie. Yeah. We bought him to win the league. That's my only point. I'm not saying like I want him to do well.
Liverpool bought Isak to win the league, and Wirtz.
And luckily they bought Nketiah as well, who's done well. And I agree with your point, Robbie. Not everyone. You can go through João Pedro not being great, Liam Delap not being great, Sesko not being great. I agree with what you're saying. But then when you're trying to win the league, like Man United weren't going to win the league this season. That wasn't their ambition. My whole point was we spent the whole summer saying, oh, we need that finishing piece. If we have that striker, the amount of chances we create, that's going to be the one to take us over the line. And he's not shown that. That's my gripe with him. That's it.
We know. And a bit like what, going back to what Curtis said, the other guys as well need to step up. And up front, we need more goals from all of them. And also, like you said, Curtis, you know, I thought Saka yesterday, he had a good game, but that moment when he went for goal, when he done that brilliant run on the angle, Gyokeres, he could have cut that back to him. You know what I mean? That he didn't even look for him. He just like you said, he's probably used to be over the seasons being the main guy, so he's going to go for it. That is all part of, you know. Listen, Gyokeres also has to adapt to how the team play as well. He can't just say, well, boy, this is how I played at Sporting and now man ain't finding me. I think one of you guys made the point in the last video that, you know, what Thierry Henry said. He goes, he also had to learn how to play with the team. He's going to have to do that as well. And then when those chances do come, compose yourself. That chance he had at the start of the game yesterday, I don't know what he was doing. I think when I looked back on it about 3 times, it looks to me like what he's attempting to do, but he gets caught in two minds. He's trying to lift it over. But probably at Sporting, he scores that. But I think he's the guy that he's worried about the crowd at the moment. He's worried about scoring. Whereas at Sporting, it just came automatically to it. Maybe if he would have scored that goal, he would have had a good game because of the confidence. The thing I do believe his confidence. But like you guys said, we can't be waiting. If it's a matter of he has to drop out if he's not doing it, and you bring the next person in, that's what we do.
In his defence, when you say about adapting and all that, right? If a winger has done what he's done and he chooses to shoot instead of rolling it across, that ain't his fault, is it? You're gonna. I think you're gonna have to have a look at Saka there and say, look, hold on a minute. You've got 30% to score from there, and if you roll it across, it's 80 or 90% that Gyokeres is going to score.
You're just going as well, Jack. I was just looking at Eddie's stats for this season. 2 goals.
You can't compare it with other players, Rob.
No, Palace. I don't care about Palace, Eddie.
Oh, man's playing on a regular basis.
Compare him to Mateta. Right? Go on, compare him to Mateta.
He's playing on a. I didn't. I never said Mateta. You said Eddie.
I said Arsenal.
You
Eddie.
said we were better off when we had Eddie. Is what you
Arsenal
said.
Eddie did say that.
Arsenal Eddie.
You said,
Arsenal,
come on,
Arsenal
no
Eddie.
different.
Not Palace Eddie. But go on, say it anyway. Go on, get your agenda out there.
I said Eddie scored 2 goals this season. You listen. You brought Eddie up, you know. I can't believe you rather have Eddie Nketiah.
How many goals has Eddie got?
How many goals?
This season, 2.
Yeah. Is that one less non-penalty goal than Gyokeres? Only one less. Only one less. That's only one less because Nketiah takes the penalties for Palace, so I know that's only one less.
Honestly,
Nketiah has put the ball in the net one time less than Gyokeres from open play this season.
Honestly, man, about non-penalty goals. This guy, man, serious. It's a goal. Yeah, let someone go and miss a penalty against Villa. Let's see how you're the first one even going to come here, right, and start having a go at people. Honestly, dishing out stats. You know what I mean? He scored .002.
One less than Eddie Nketiah.
It's this new generation, Rob. You know what I mean? Non-penalties and XG and all that. Come on, man. A goal's a goal.
Alan Shearer's record is taken apart because half of that was penalties. You know what I mean?
Agreed. No. I just got come on. It's just the open play stuff. Those we didn't win that. It didn't matter the other night, the penalty shootout, did it? Because those goals don't count. You know what I mean? It's 1-1. So both us and Palace are through to the next round against Chelsea. We'll one will play one leg, the other one play the other. Well, it's a good job Gyokeres weren't in that shootout because he would have added it to his goal tally. You would have been he's on 6 now. So it's a good job he weren't in that. But
if he comes good, I don't want to see you celebrating.
Yeah, this will be
I'm true.
Doing all that.